Hey there, welcome to Excel English International Exams. Today we're going to be focusing on the main three important English proficiency exams: TOEFL, Duolingo, and IELTS. Firstly, we need to understand the exams. Which exam is right for you? And let's take a quick and simple look at the three most popular tests in the world. The first one is Duolingo. Duolingo is super fast, budget-friendly, takes just an hour, and can be done completely at home and delivers your result in 48 hours. What are the advantages of taking Duolingo? The first advantage is it's lower cost than most alternatives. Its results arrive quickly, often within 48 hours, and it's short test length for about an hour, and there's no travel center that you have to go to. What are the disadvantages of taking Duolingo? Firstly, it's not accepted everywhere. The second reason is some visa and immigration programs do not accept it. And thirdly, strict online monitoring rules. Duolingo is much more preferable for students that are applying to universities that explicitly accept the Duolingo English test. When taking the Duolingo test, there will be a camera that is monitoring you, and you have to be very cautious because they have a lot of rules surrounded the test. The second English proficiency exam, TOEFL IBT, focuses heavily on academic language, currently a 90-minute adaptive computer exam. TOEFL is one of the best when it comes to English proficiency exam because firstly, it's highly respected by many universities. Secondly, it focuses on English academics. And thirdly, it's widely accepted in the United States. What are the disadvantages of taking TOEFL? Firstly, it can feel more academic and challenging. Secondly, speaking to a microphone feels unnatural for some test takers. It usually costs more than Duolingo. The scoring goes from 0 to 120. It's best for students that are applying to the United States and Canada. Going to the third exam, which is IELTS. IELTS is a little bit more complicated compared to the other two. Firstly, because it's a longer test. It's usually more expensive than Duolingo. And some people find the speaking interview very stressful. Speaking interview becomes very stressful because we tend to be very shy, and not being ourselves plays a major role. The scoring goes from 0 to 9. A band 6, meaning that you are a competent user, a band 7, meaning that you're a good user, and a band 8, meaning you're a very good user. IELTS is very good for students who want to study abroad, people who want to work overseas, and people who are in the permanent resident program. Let us compare the prices of these exams and the total time and the speaking format. Firstly, let us go to Duolingo, DET. DET is approximately $70 and it's about 60 minutes and it's a recorded video response. It's quick, low cost application. It doesn't take that much, right? And can be practiced in a very short period of time. Secondly, TOEFL. TOEFL is approximately 250 USD. It's about 90 minutes and you're speaking into a computer. And it's academic US and Canada entry. And thirdly, but not least, IELTS academic, which ranges from 280 to 340 USD, which is about 2 hours and 45 minutes, in person or video chat. Usually, countries like UK, Canada, Australia accept the IELTS academic exam. Going to the next, why would you take this exam? What's the benefit of it? Why don't just take a local English proficiency exam? The first reason is these tests unlock big opportunities. Firstly, having an official English score is your golden key to entering thousands of universities and workplaces all over the world. These exams show that you are very proficient in speaking and listening and writing in the English language. The second reason is international growth. Whether you want to relocate in Australia or work in Canada, a verified exam shows your employer or the school that you are proficient and capable to work and to study in that country. Language is not only a way of speaking, it's a way of representing and showing that you're comfortable being around the system and the people. What are the simple tips for the exams that I could give you? The first tip is listening. When it comes to listening, the first main thing is to grab the main message. We tend to read every single word in the story that's been given us, and not grabbing the main message wastes time. Secondly, welcome all accents. I tell my students and people that are around me when taking these exams, they should be very familiar with all different types of accent. This could be Canadian accents, this could be Australian accents, this could be American accents, because these exams tend to use different accents to see your capability. Thirdly, to scribble keywords. When taking notes, only write down major keywords. This could be dates, numbers, or precious time. Going to the second tip, which is reading. When it comes to reading, I have three main tips that I can give you. The first one is to learn to skim first, right? What is to skim? Skim is to initially just to read very fast, right? Just to see the main ideas behind it. This could be the headings, the titles, and the very first sentences of each paragraph. Secondly, scan directly for clues, spotting names, capital words, digits in much faster if you look for them directly. Usually the main responses of answers are in capitalized words or dates. Thirdly, but not least, skip unknown words. We tend to focus on words that we do not understand, which wastes our precious time. So skipping unknown words is very beneficial. Going to the third one, which is writing. Writing is very, very important. And our students tend to have a very big problem when it comes to writing. A simple advice that I could give you is, firstly, structure. Structure, structure, structure. We need structure. We have an introduction, we have a body, and a conclusion. When you start with an introduction and go straight to the conclusion, it shows that you have not initially spoken in detail about what you're speaking about. It shows the reader or the person that's going to be marking that paper or listening to you that you have not fully been able to describe the situation. So having a well-organized essay shows that you are very good. Secondly, clarity beats complexity. Avoid writing overly long, complex sentences. It's always better to write something that's simple and a person can easily understand, right? Because writing a lot of words doesn't mean that you're going to get more points, right? Especially when those words are not valuable to what you're actually talking about. Thirdly, speaking. Speaking, speaking, speaking. We offer free talk lessons not because we want to just socialize with people. Speaking, right? Be yourself. When it comes to speaking part, it's fluency over perfection, right? The AI in Duolingo monitors your pauses more than the grammatical problems that you have. You pausing and just keeping quiet shows that you're not confident in yourself, right? So being yourself is probably number one when it comes to speaking. As a person that did Duolingo and is helping people doing Duolingo, I've seen that just being yourself shows people and the AI that you're capable, right? So just fluency over perfection. And if you do have a grammatical problem, try your best to fix it. This shows that the person is actually understanding his faults. What is expected from you guys when taking these exams? The first thing is regular daily practice. Just 20 minutes shows that you are very considerate about taking this exam. 20 minutes of your day is all you have to do. Secondly is to build strong basics. Master everyday vocabulary and clear conversational grammar structures. Pacing is essential, right? Pacing is essential. What does that mean initially? Knowing how many seconds the answer is supposed to be answered in, how many seconds it has to be written in, right? Depending on the question, knowing the exact time frame given you beforehand shows you're prepared and it will give you an advantage in responding into the questions. Fourthly, is trust the process. In Excel English, we believe in trusting the process because it's a journey, right? Not a sprint. A marathon is much more better than a sprint when it comes to learning. Why excel with us? Why be with us? Firstly, we offer a relaxed learning. We break down complicated exam rules into extremely simple, stress free English. No intimidation, no dry lectures. We just try to make it fun and engaging. Secondly, having a real strategy. Having a real strategy allows students to know exactly where their problems are. It gives them a mind map of what they should be doing on a regular. And thirdly, having a kind community. We believe in Excel English that having a kind community will allow us to be much more social with the students and allow us to be more engaging. Trusting the process is very important. In English, it's a journey, and a journey that can be taking you to different parts of the world. I believe that English is a very huge and very needed skill right now that will allow you to go to different paths in your life. If you're ready to begin and join us, kindly leave a follow and subscribe to Excel English International Exam and Excel English as well so that you can have more content based on English learning. Thank you so much. Have a great day.